All right. Welcome to another Thursday Zooming with MuMu. Back like we never left. I was off last week. All right. Let's get right to it. Who's up first? And then
Q
I'm
Q
on to what? What'd you say?
Q Q Q. You right on it.
I'm on it. I
Might as,
be
might
on
as
it.
well analyze it.
Yeah, this was oh wait, this from today, right? Let me see.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got.
right. Yeah, I'm on the day joint. Hold on. Okay, QQ. Are you in the QQQ play?
Yes, man.
Okay, word. All right. That's what it is. Let me turn that joint off. All right. Let's look at it. Now, are you up or down on the play?
Yo, honestly, I haven't looked for 2 days because I was real good Monday, and then things took a turn, and I ain't need that negativity. So I don't even.
She said, I did not need the negativity. Like, she
I
ain't.
wasn't going. It wasn't going to shake me one way or the other. So I just didn't feel the need to look. So I guess I'll take a look.
She said, I guess I take a lot. Well, look a little bullish today.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? That's a
Ooh.
good.
No, it's looking,
No, that's a good thing, but it keep it, the other day, what was it, Tuesday? It was probably Tuesday where everything was just bloody. So I was like, yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
what's that? Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah, that Tuesday was something else going on. I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. So probably a couple people in this play. When did you get in? Do you remember? Damn, that's
Yes, ma'am.
early.
I got my notes. October 15th.
October 15th. So that was here. Okay, so I gotta ask, what was your rationale to get
This
into it?
get into this play. Um, all right, so I've been looking for a QQQ play, and then Trap had some details he threw out there when he threw the play out there and was basically saying it's a 6:15 call for January. And
Okay.
he's saying as long as it stays on top of 602, then it looks like buyers are in control. So then I did my look for 615 to look at where it was in the trend, like where it was going. Can you
Yeah.
go to, I mean, I'm sorry, 1015. Can you go to that on the chart?
10/15?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the date.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right here.
Right, right. So I was looking at it, and then I was looking at that crazy red candle, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna go back up. You know what I'm saying? That was it made a higher high. It didn't continue to go down, so then I figured it was a safe play to get in. It wasn't overbought. At the time, I think the 20 SMA was looking okay, so that I jumped in it.
You jumped in. All right. Let me see here. I gotta pull up my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see where the 800 at. Okay, down there. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't underneath the 20. The 20 it had wicked it by the time that I got in midday, but it wasn't under the 20. So I was like, all right, there's a potential that, you know what I'm saying, it could keep going by January.
by January. Okay. So what we like to do first is analyze. So let's go to the monthly. Okay. All right. So this what y'all are supposed to do. Start on a higher time frame. Because you want to see if there's conflict with the higher time frames or other time frames, or is it confluence? Is everything saying the same thing?
Mhm.
So on here, on the monthly, because October 1st, so it's bullish for the month.
Mhm.
Red high is overbought. So, but it's the month is almost over. We in like the third week. So, it's been going up for a while. How
Right.
long has it been going up? When was this? This was back in, oh wow, since October 22. Okay. It hasn't came back nowhere near here. All right, cool. So it's bullish on the monthly. On the weekly, let's check it out. Okay, on the weekly, quite a few demands down here. Okay, and we have a high on the weekly. And this is obviously from this week is bullish on the week. Okay, cool. So it's bullish for the week. So bullish weekly, bullish monthly. Cool. All right, now obviously the daily we just was looking at. Now, when you get here, okay. Let's see. This higher low was back in August when it bounced. All right. So let me draw a line right here. But my screen is over here, so don't mind it. Well, it's a screen here, but you know what I mean. All right. So that's where the 50 at, right? So I drew that line because that's the 50 EMA. So this is the 20 EMA,
Uh-huh.
everybody, and this is the 50 EMA. Okay. So as long as it doesn't come down here under 591, is cool. Now you see here, it did close underneath the 20. And normally, after it closed underneath the 20, it goes to the 50, but it didn't do that. It pushed back up. And it got like a small little gap in there as well. So that would be my line in the sand. Like if you see it dip under 591 or under the 50 EMA, bye-bye uptrend. But right now, clearly it's still in the uptrend. So let's look at the 4 hour. Hold on. You know, you gotta do like a whole little assessment, right? So 4 hour, okay, now this is worrying me here. So why is it worrying me? And any idea?
Yeah, because it's below the 20 and it's below the what's the aqua? The aqua is the 50.
The 50. No.
What's the
Because the
aqua?
20 and the 50 crossed.
Yes, it did, like right up in here.
Yeah.
But I'm worried because of this right here.
Oh, we're high. I didn't see it. Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
let's look at let our close.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is why you got to do the down the line assessment. So bullish monthly, bullish weekly, bullish daily, 4 hour blower.
Uh,
Right, that's called conflict, right? So let's look at the hourly. Hourly bullish because that's a high. Okay. Bam. And it's kind of like a little
The
key
green
dip.
high is still bullish.
Green high is bullish, yes. Now it has not broken above the support line, which is at 612. So what I would say, let me see, when was that formed? Geez, way back here. Good Lord. Okay, okay. This was on October 8th. So October 8th, since October 8th, it's been retesting the supply. So
mhm.
let's count how many times. One, actually two. Okay, come all the way over here. Look, it keep rejecting it. Same spot, right?
So since that's the third tap, won't it break through soon?
That be the plan. Okay, that's two. Okay, hold on. There's more.
Three.
Yep, there's three.
Uh,
And yeah, three times. Okay. So three times it came to this same spot, which is 612, and did not break through it. Right? So right here came down, formed a demand, right? Because between the 50 and the 200, no trade zone. So under the 200, bearish. Above the 50, bullish.
mhm.
Below the 50, bearish. Below the 200, bearish. So we have a cross here with the 50 and the 200. I'm sorry, 50 and the 20, my bad.
It crosses.
Um,
If you look to the
yeah,
left, it crossed again.
say it again.
If you look to the left, it crossed as well.
Yes, over here. You're right. Boom. Another
No,
cross
you missing the joint over there by the lower high?
right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yep.
Three
Boom.
times.
Yep. You got your eyes gotta catch everything, right?
Mhm.
Boom. So the cross. The cross means bullish. That's what's up. Now this cross, like it was given
Drop.
yeah, sell by, especially when you see that LH. That means, when it go down. But it failed to go lower, which means it pushed back up. So after the high, market structure wise is a higher low, right? And higher low can push back up, or a high could go higher.
Right.
Meaning that since this has been retested three
Mhm.
times, it's gonna do one or two things. It could just drop and come back and retest this demand, which yes, that's definitely what you don't want. Or it could come down and make a higher low and push back up.
Yep.
Now, because the 4 hour has lower high, and it's also same supply. Well, this one is 613, on the 1 hour is 612. So same thing. Nothing has broken past this supply line. Well, that was like beginning of October. Okay, since October 10th on the 4 hour. So what does this look like? Uh, Okay, so here, yep, cross, boom, boom. So it's above the 20 and it's above the 50 here, but that lower high does worry me, which means it might reject again and push back down. That's a possibility, right? And the other possibility is the lower high can turn into a high and break the supply. So I would say if QQQ go above 613, it's going to keep flying. That's what I believe. Now, it might pull back before it actually goes back up because of all the rejections at supply. 1, 2, 3, and this is actually be the fourth one right here, fourth rejection if it continues to go down. But sometimes lower highs turn into highs as well, and sometimes lower highs are lower highs, and it'll come back down to retest this demand because, as you can see, this demand has not been broken either, and that was formed on September 17th. So it has not come back below, what is that? 548 since September, what did I say? 17. Okay, right. So that's a possibility as well. Because that's what price like to do, to come retest area. So it made an attempt here, it didn't go through it. And then it respected the 200. It just wicked it, it didn't close underneath, which means it bounced back up. Boom. Bounce back up, right? So what do we have? Okay, so back to the daily, right? Because this is the one that matters. Now, that is looking like double top. Let me erase all that, right? Anybody see double top?
Yep.
Right. But it's no supply on the daily, though. That's interesting to me as well. Show double top. You gotta give all scenarios, right? Double top. Let me see. So let me see. This was on the daily. Okay, that was back in August. Okay, so since August, it's been running crazy, right? Woo, that was crazy. And you got in on the 15th. Boom, here. Okay, so now, now what I would do is give you both scenarios, right? So what I see. So first scenario, that is just crazy. See how I was respect the 50? Higher, low, fade to go lower, fade to go lower, fade to go lower. All of these fades to go lower, push back up above the 20. Because like I said, as long as it don't close beneath, write them numbers down. If it closed underneath 519, that's where the 50 at today, it could move. So wherever the 50 at, just like put a line right there like that. Bam. 590. I said 519. I meant 590. So below 590, lights out uptrend. Just being real, right? So first scenario would be the M, right? 1 second, people coming in the room. Hey everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Jaws, Jerome, Johnny, Janice, King Ski, what's up? Okay, boom. So this is what I can see here. Boom, boom. This is just a possibility, right? The unwanted possibility.
Right.
That's what I saw on Meta last week. M. M is double tops, right? It's a possibility. That's possibility one. And again, how this would be like for real, if it closed under 590. Because it would have to close back under the 20 and then close back under the 50. And then yeah, lights out. But on the flip side, right? Boom. Good job. My BFF here. My BFF, guys. Trend continuation. Okay. And let me cut this joint off. Bam. Okay. Now A and B. C has not appeared as of yet, right? So according to the fib, I love to do it. Wait a minute. How would I get in? So we can really see what's going on. So boom and boom. This is what we really want to see.
Yep.
Now, for real, this is what we want to see, right, y'all?
Yep.
This the one we want to see. So what I'm going to do is publish this. Bam. And get it published. So this is QQQ Fibbo. Bam. Fibbo Wibbo.
And I
I don't
checked.
know what you're talking about.
That play is up 8%.
Period. Period. Okay, see? I'm just saying. I'm giving you all possibilities. I'm, this,
That's why we here. Thank
you know what I'm saying? Look, we're not going to sugarcoat anything. This is not financial advice. It's going to have them disclaimers. Boom. Chocolate. Boom. Okay, and where is the chats? So chat. Okay. There it is, y'all. It's in the chat. So y'all can have that, y'all. And then boom. And that will be the plan. So just also remember with this under 590,
right.
cut it. Yeah, that would be a great stop loss for me. I'm just saying. Did that help?
Yes, I set the alert while you was talking. Appreciate
it. Period. Yes, come on it. Yes, that's what I see. So that was like a full cool assessment. Any questions on that? However.
Yeah, none from me.
Anybody else got questions on QQQ? Before we move on?
No.
No? All right. Cool. Next.
No.
Next.
Is it possible to get one for SLV, the silver plate?
SLV. S is in Sam? SLV.
Yes, ma'am. SLV.
Okay, guys. Chill. Okay. So, you in this? You in silver?
I am.
Yeah, I got in. Let me check my broker right now. I got in on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And I set a limit order from Monday night, so it filled right at market open.
Okay, you got in here. You got on this candle right here?
Huh? Yeah, yes, the 21st.
Okay, so, and what's your name?
Jacoy,
what's up?
Nice to meet you.
Right, so I must ask, so before I do any assessment, so what was your rationale? Like, what made you get in? Do tell.
Okay, so, was new to the group, first came in, was someone called it out for smaller accounts. Open trading view, noticed at the time it was trading well under the let me go back to the 4-hourly when I was looking at it. I was on the 4-hourly candles. On the 21st, let me see when. So yeah, it was on the 4-hourly candles. I have like the SMA for like the SMA that TradingView has, like whenever you type in the indicator SMA, the first one. So I never like I didn't alter it or put in anything different, and it was under the 20.
I'm listening to them. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, because I be following Wall Street Trapper.
Wait. Somebody is interrupting.
These are people in the Wall Street Trapper group. But they be having these Zooms, you know.
Who is that, y'all? Who is it?
Yeah.
Just really interrupting us. Who is it?
That was me.
Hold on, I gotta go to the chat, y'all. 1 second.
Okay. GB.
Okay, so I mute everybody. So only Jacoy come back on. Jacoy.
Okay, thank you. So so on the 21st, on the 4-hourly candles, it opened. It opened way under, like under the 20 and the 10. And then obviously, like with the market and the way everything's going right now, like fundamentally speaking, I was assuming that silver is just going to continue to pump the way it's been pumping.
Okay.
I'm not like I'm very new to options trading. I'm a bit. I've been reading charts since 2021 because I was kind of into crypto, so I kind of understand like technical analysis, but not when it comes to stock options. So seeing that, wasn't 100% sure how to like construct the play around like the timing and everything. And I was just trying to get like a lower premium. So I think I might have made a mistake because I put the goal for 52 and the call ends November 7th. The strike price is 52 and the call ends November 7th.
Okay. 52. Okay. And it's obviously a call. Okay. So
yeah, and sorry. And then the reason why I put that price is because I pretty much just went back to the last time it was it bounced off the the 20 SME, and
Mhm.
I pretty much just measured from there till the next high, and it was like 11% in like 5 days. So I just put it a little longer and pretty much
Mhm.
matched the percent run.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay, so and you was going off of the 4 hour, correct?
4 hour, correct. I've seen the monthly and the daily, and it was still bullish. So I went down to the
Mhm.
4 hour and tried to make a play.
Okay, word. All right, so let's start from our analysis, guys. Ready. So we're gonna start from the monthly, right? Okay, so we see it's running, it's up, it's bullish. It rejected supply. Now let's see how far back. Wow. Did this go? Okay, this was damn. April 2011. Silver ain't past that since then, and it's just now wicked. Man, 2011. Good God, that's a long time. Okay, it wicked it, gave you a high. Now normally at the high is a higher low, so it's bullish on the monthly. Cool. Weekly, all right, same deal. Rejected supply, pulling back. All right, and it is bullish. Okay, rejected supply, and it looks like it's pulling back. Um, yeah, since this week. Okay, daily. Yes, I like how the daily looks. I'm gonna come back to that in just a second. We was just on the 4 hour. Now, same thing with QQQ, blowing me. Why is it blowing me, guys? What do we see here? Hello.
Cross 50 and 20 crossing.
Yeah, and at a what? What market structure point?
Lower high.
The lower high. That's a lower. But it could just mean that the market is just gonna pull back, the possibility to come back and retest this demand down here, which could be highly probable. Because it already started like see this here. It's actually like a evening star play. So what's the lower high forms? Which is this is the lower high. Once the next candle closes under that, that's definitely lower high. The lower high is stuck. Because sometimes a lower high, like I said earlier, can turn into a high. But once it sits there, and this is a pattern, and these three candles right here is a evening star, which definitely means down, right? So let's see what the 1 hour look like. Because that's a conflict. Um, Lower high. So here, this matches the daily time frame. This same structure, a lower low, a high, a higher low. That's our Fibbo ABC. Now, but this is the death cross right here. Bam. When the 200, I'm sorry, when the 50 crosses under the 200, death cross, right? Oh, wow. Okay, lower high. Well, it means that it could definitely has potential to go all the way back up here to 49.56. Because wherever price comes from, it goes back to. So, but it looked like it wants to go up because it hasn't come back down to test this demand. And this demand been sitting here. You always want to go back and look. See, wicked it, failed. Failed to go lower, push back up. And that was October 7th. So since October 7th, it has not came down here. But look at this gap. You see the gap between the 200 and the 50? It's been running, 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 running. And then it finally failed to go lower, failed to go higher, finally bust through October 20. What was that? 21st, right? And then Death Cross. Okay, boom. Now, hold on. And it is above yesterday's close on the hourly. Okay, so let's go back to the daily. That's what I just wanted to see, like it was this conflict. Boom. So let me see here, because this is the one that matters. Okay, so it closed beneath the 20, but it failed to go lower. So anytime, this is just a reminder that the candles close under the 50 and it's in the up, it's trending up like that, and it just bye-bye uptrend. But that ain't the case, right? So boom, what do? We draw up our friends. So I'm gonna cut off this one and this one for now. because I like this one. This matches the hourly time frame. The monthly is bullish, and so is weekly. Well, no, the weekly was bearish, I think. I gotta go back and look, but yeah, bam. All righty, now that's looking like a snack. Okay, boom. So are we gonna write our little target frames? Because this is what we want to happen. Bam and bam. So actually, so the A is down here, right? At 33.89. Our B is at 49.24, and our C is at 43.38. So it already have a bullish candle above the higher low. So what does that mean? Anybody want to tell me what does that mean? Anybody?
I want to keep talking.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Somebody.
Get in or buy more contracts.
Right. This is looking good on the daily time frame, and because it matches the monthly time frame. Now, I do have some conflict, as I discussed, which is why it's pulling back, because the weekly, obviously it pulled back, but higher low means what?
Failure to go lower.
Thank you. Somebody's paying attention. Yes, I love it. All right, so it's looking good. Jacoy, did I say Jacoby? Or I'm so sorry.
Jacoid with a Y. You had it the first time. Thank you.
Jacoy, yes, sir. How you doing? Words. Yes, this looks good for the uptrend for sure. So I'm gonna publish this and put this in the chat. And that way you got it. So
Thank you. Not to interrupt, but so I think I messed up with the price, like, or the expiration date.
You
I
did
have it for November 7th.
November 7th. You think you're gonna have to roll it over, or what? That's why you saying
I
that?
think, yeah, I think so.
Okay, wait, let me go back. Let me put it in the chat. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Wrong button. Okay. Boom. Bam. Do that. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Damon. Big app. Boop boop. All right. Yeah, that's what it is. We family out here. You dig? Okay. Okay. You said you messed up on the price. That's what you were saying?
No, the expiration date.
Oh, the expiration date, November 7th. Okay,
Yes.
so this how I do that though. So you look at the low, right? April 19th. I'm sorry. August 19th, right? See the date at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, where? So April August 19th till October 16th. So that's almost 2 months. So I would have gotten like a 2-month out contract based on how long it took to get from the low to the high, which you probably won't need that much time. But in the event though, if it does go to your target, which you say you had a 52 strike, what you said?
Yes, correct.
Where? So, which means, and that's close to the $53. So even if it does hit the target of 53.08 by November 7th, you good. And you can do one of two things. You can add to your position, or you can get out, take your money, and hop back in, depending on what's going on. Because I think that's enough time to get to that target. But just personally, because that's still like another 2-3 weekish type thing. So it shouldn't take that long, but you don't know. But worst case scenario, you probably will have to roll it down if it doesn't make the target then. But if it does, grab your money, get out, and you can get back in if that's what you want to do.
Thank you so much.
No doubt. No doubt. Next. Sorry. Okay. That was cool. All right. What else we got, y'all?
Mo, you put the football in the chat.
I did. I
Nice.
didn't do it. And
Like
you see it?
you
Oh,
pasted the words.
oh, what in the world? Okay, that was my bad. Thank you. See, way to go. Okay, my bad. See, teamwork make the dream work. Hey, I didn't even realize that. I'm just copying, pasting, and leave. Okay, there it is. Okay, boom. Y'all got it now? Okay. Y'all was about to chop my head off. It's not in the chat. I'm just
That's my
Right. Need that. Get that. All right, what's next, y'all? Keep it moving. Mm-mm-mm.
What about you?
What?
What?
What is
You
it?
4 times.
What you
Yeah, I
mean?
thought I was muted. You.
You. Yeah, 4 U's.
For you?
and,
Okay.
and meta after that one.
All right. Meta way is better. I looked up meta. Well, that was about 2 weeks ago. Okay. You. Energy fuels. Word. Okay. What's your name, sis?
Kali,
Kylie. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. You in this play, Kylie?
I'm thinking about getting in it.
Oh, word. Okay.
I'm yeah, I missed it yesterday.
You missed it.
I
Okay.
missed it.
Okay. Hold on. All right. So what's the rationale? What's making you want to get in it?
Well, one is sector. It is a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And two, just looking at it on the daily, I watched it
Mm-hmm.
drop. And so it looks like it started bouncing, like it hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So, yesterday when it hit that blue candle,
Mm-hmm.
and I was feeling like it was getting ready to change trend momentum. Well, it's already in an uptrend, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So you're looking to get into a call.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Uh,
can't give you a whole lot. I had surgery, so I've been off and on looking at it.
okay, yeah,
So
no worries.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, so we'll start from the monthly. No doubt. Okay. And it is bullish on the monthly. You see a high overbought. It's red. Cool. The month of October it has been going up. Weekly, bullish, high, oversold. Cool. Okay. They match. Here, we're gonna come back. 4 hour. Okay. Blower. Yeah. But also see kind of like a double bottom here. So that's kind of conflicting with the monthly and the weekly. So let's look at the hourly. Hourly is agreeing with the 4 hour. Let's see. Oh wait. Let me put back on my little friends here. Okay. Boom. Alrighty. Shall okay, let me see. When was this? This supply was October 14th. Okay. So it
Yeah,
has
so I
been
was trying to catch it around 21.
21. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to catch it.
22. Okay, now it says 22. So you waiting for it to fall?
Yeah,
Okay. And then you want to ride it back up.
yeah.
Got you. Smart idea. Yep. It's definitely lower highs. It's giving bearish sentiment for sure. Because it's matching the 4 hour lower high as well. See lower high and lower high, but it's like double bottom here. So, but this was okay, the 15th of October. Um, so there what I would do on the 4 hour, because my eyes are just seeing like trend line, right? This is what I would do here. And then do like that. So then you can pull that back up. So, right. So, like a little triangle, right? Because that's what my eyes see, right? So if it comes down to here, which is 1876, which is 18, 19, 20, 21, $3, right? Because you say you waiting for 21. So on a 4 hour, if it comes back down to this higher low, it's possible that it could bounce off of here and go back up, or um, it could also go back up after 23.43. That would be like those two structure points, the higher low, failure to go lower. lower high, failure to go higher. So it's trading right now in between those 2 points, right? So, which means that, yeah, the weight part is great because obviously it can still fall and come here. Now, if it comes to 1876, watch and see what it does. If it
Right.
bounces off here, then probably and make another higher low, that would be a great place to get in. But if it comes down here and breaks this demand, it's
It's
gonna go
not
lower.
right.
Yeah. And it can go back down. So if it breaks through this demand, then it's gonna come back down to this demand, which was on September 30th, which is at $14. That's just how the price works. Just giving you all scenarios, right?
Right.
On the daily time frame. But this is the one that we watch. So reach that, boom. I see the lower high again. So the 4 hour and the daily and the 1 hour are matching. They all looking bearish. The weekly and the monthly, the bigger time frame, are bullish. So it's conflicting. But on the daily here, on the fib tip, well, I'm gonna erase my little thingies. This is what I see. Hold on. Ooh. See it going down because I see the lower high right there. Just what I see. Just what I see. All right, boom. That's what I see. Now, if tomorrow it goes under, like you said, 21, 26, that's where it's at right now. If it closes under, let's say 2093 or 2126, if it's just a bearish candle period that's lower than that one, and that thing about to go down, point blank, period. But it could just be a pullback. So, but again, if it closes above the lower high, which is on the daily time frame 2344. So I would write those two numbers down because that would be like what's going to happen for me. So the 2344 is like, okay, this thing wants to push back up. But if it closed under 2126, then yeah, I would start looking at targets. And then once a target hit, like this one at 1658, watch and see what it does. If it breaks and retests, it's probably going to go back down. If it just wicks it, it's probably going to start pushing back up. But it's like in a crazy spot. But for right now, this is what I see it doing based off of the market structure. What I can predict the price action to do is to hit these targets if it closes under 2126 tomorrow, the next candle, or the next day after that. Who knows? But I'm gonna write the targets. Oops, target. Boom. And I'm gonna publish it and on it. And I'm gonna put it in the chat. Questions on that, sis?
Nah, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I'm good.
All right, for sure. For sure, for sure. Move that thing out the
It's
way.
pretty much what I was looking at it for it to drop, see where, drop and then ride it back up.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. Definitely wait for that drop. It look like it's definitely about to do that. Good sentiment there.
Thank you very much.
No doubt. It's confirming what you see, and I like it. Boom. So I'm gonna copy that, go to the Chisnat, and then try to paste it in here. Okay, I got it this time. Don't bust my chops. Sorry. All right, and they said yeah, the indicator, yep. Meta. Meta. Who
Hey,
wanted me to
Move,
do Meta?
before you
Yep.
go to Meta, somebody wanted to know how you do your supply and demand zones
Oh, yeah,
when you
yeah,
had
yeah.
them marked up there.
I saw that. Okay. That's the DIY indicator. So you go here and you type in DIY. It's right here. Custom strategy builder. By ZPay, whoever that is, 17K. ZPay AB, whoever that is. That helps. DIY. That's all you type in. It's a custom strategy. It's only one. It got buku indicators in there, but I just use it for supply and demand. I uncheck all that stuff It's a lot going on with that. But you can look it up on YouTube to give you like, if you don't like what the heck is going on, but it's a lot going on in that one. Yeah. Okay, so Meta, where is better? What happened to my man? Yeah, we still rocking. Okay. Meta, where is better? Okay, now who wanted me to look at this one?
Savian.
Fabian, hey,
Yo.
Dallas Trapper. That's what's up. Are you in this, Fabian? Okay, I'm gonna give it.
I was. I got out because of something I saw and I was gonna get back in it, but I just want to see if you saw what I was seeing.
Okay, no doubt. I ain't mad at that. All right. Let's start from the beginning. Ooh, that ain't looking good for nobody. Wowzers. Okay. Okay, so Meta been running since the 22, right? You check out those Meta glasses though? Them joints is dope.
I might be buying some.
Right. Hey, I know, right? Support the cause. Okay, boom. Okay, and weekly. Oh wait. Okay, so monthly, pulling back, right? Pulling back. It failed to go lower, push up, failed to go higher, and now it's pushing down. So it's bears. And this is like three dark crows right here. Bear, bear, bear. All right. Now, on the weekly, yeah, I see my eyeballs. My eyeballs is the thingy again. Bam. That's what my eyeballs see on that thing, right? M. Do you see the M? But it popped out the M.
Yeah, yeah, I
See?
see that.
Word. They gotta keep it by. Like, okay, is it on the weekly 690.20 is where this would be for real. Under 690.20, because that's the structure point on the weekly. All right. So that's the weekly. Write that down. 690.20 on the weekly. Bearish. All right. Daily. All right. Now, hold on. Hold on. All right. Now, this I'm gonna put my little thingy back on. Where was it? The DIY. Okay. So these are my friends. Okay. I don't remember where Meta was the last time we looked in it, but that thing, okay. So the supply happened on August 15th. And it came up here, rejected that area, and then fell back down. So it's been trading. How long this demand been sitting here? June 20th. All right. So let's look where it's at on the daily. Right here. It got the cross. 50 and 20 cross. Right here. Because it was under there. Failed to go higher. Failed to go lower. Push back up. Now, it crossed back up above the 20. And now it's back up above the 50. Which this bullish sentiment. Why? It didn't come and retest demand, right? It's above the 200. Where is the 800 at? Down here. Okay, way down here. All right, that's the reversal point. Way down there. All right. So above the 200, that's the overall trend. So it's that's screaming bullish. Above the 20, bullish. Above the 50, bullish. A high, bullish. Okay. So let's look at the 4-hour. Boom. What do we have here? Okay, this is looking bullish again. Now this is the 50 and the 20 crossing up. And on the 4-hour, you see how it came, respected the 50 and pushed back up, which means, and it's above yesterday's close. Yep, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So it didn't come back under yesterday's close, which is this white line. Now it's right here on the 200. So the 200 tells the overall trend. So between the 50 EMA and the 200, is like no trade zone. Never want to take trades in there, but it's above there. Yeah, quietly, yeah, it's above there. But higher high means it's about to pull back though, which means long as it stays above the 20 and the 50, cool. Because once it closes underneath the 50, lights out. Bye bye uptrend. So let's look at it on the 1 hour. 1 hour, same thing. Okay, good sentiment there. Let me see there. Okay, but let me see when this supply. Good Lord. How long does this go back? And back and back and back and back. Good Lord. Sheesh. That's what you gotta do. You gotta scroll back. See, like how long this thing? Okay, this one was September 29th. And good Lord. Okay, and September 23rd. All right, cool. So, what do we see here? An uptrend, but lower high, blower. Lower high means what, people? Nobody
Hey,
know?
Go higher.
hey,
Barriers to go.
What?
Trend reversal.
failure to go higher. So
Yes, I love when you gotta pay attention. I mean, sometimes I be feeling like I'm talking to myself. Failure to go higher, absolutely. However, we see this cross here. So when in the other way, the 50 is crossing this. Okay, so let's look at this a little bit closer because on this time frame, this is the 800 is playing on. Like you see how it's playing on it, and this is also yesterday's close. This white dotted line. Shaw, what happened to my little thing here? Okay, I guess he finished. All right, we don't care, sir. All right, we come back. All right, so this is bullish sentiment here above the 800 EMA, right? Definitely bullish. However, what's conflicting with that, let's look a little closer on the 1 hour. You got the supplies up here, which means price can definitely return to those locations, and same with the demands. That's why I like that indicator. Not really. Oh, wow, it's a lot of supplies up there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means it can definitely come back to that level. Now, it has to come back to take out this demand, which is why it's still sitting there. However, it is above the 800 bullish, right? But it's rejecting supply. So it made a high, higher low, lower high, which means most of the time lower high, like I said before, lower high can turn into a high or lower highs can come down, close back underneath the 50 and come back to retest this demand. That's why it's still sitting here. Now, as long as it doesn't close underneath the 200, because the 200 gives you the overall trend. And that's what you have to look at on each time frame. So that is on the hourly, rejecting supply. Reject, come down, failure to go lower. I'm sorry, yeah, failure to go lower, failure to go higher, push back down, and then wait. Since you're not in it, that's a good thing because you want to wait. Like you want to see what it's doing on every single time frame. Is it conflicting or is it confluence? Is everything agreeing? And if it's conflicting, kind of like, I gotta wait and see what it's doing. So when you see this here, above the 20, above the 50, bullish all day. Daily time frame, boom. What do we have here? Okay, now meta is, oh yeah. So I remember I had drew this up and I was drawing that M. Do y'all see that M or no? Look closely. Anybody
Is
see
the
the M?
tops the
Huh?
higher high? Is the tops the
Yeah.
high and the higher high?
Yeah. Boom and boom.
Okay.
That's what I saw. When I drew it up. Because I don't think, yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago, right? But now it like broke out of there just like it did on the weekly time frame, except for now it's more candles. So this is, I believe, what I saw, right? Bam and bam. Big old M, right? So as you can see, this is like a trend line. This is coming back up. So it broke out of the M with like a little gap in there. So boom, a low to the high. Now, what's the next structure point after a high?
Higher high. I'm be trying to let people talk.
Nope, not a higher high.
Low.
Oh, it ain't going up.
High and low.
It's a
Higher
lower
Low.
high.
High and low.
High
Yes,
and low.
higher low, higher low, higher low. That's right. That's right. Yep. You got it. So a higher low is a failure to go lower. That's just how the market works. That's why once you understand market structure, things definitely makes more sense to you. So as we look here, excuse me, price broke out the trend line, right? Trend line of the M. It didn't quite come down to retest this demand. It didn't make it. Look at it. Failed, 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 failed. This is where it started. June 25th. So it done made 1, 2, 3, well, 4, 5 attempts to come down there and it just didn't make it. So it said, hey, I want to go up. Oops. Kelly. Oh, wait. Somebody's trying to get into the chat. I thought it. All right. Boom. Okay. So boom, it broke out the trend line, right? So we're on the daily time frame. So since it broke out the trend line, it's definitely looking like it want to go up for sure. Because all of this bullish sentiment, I'm sorry, bearish sentiment, it already came down and it failed to retest the demand, which means it wants to come back up and possibly retest this supply. So it definitely like can be headed in that direction, right? So we're going to draw the fib this time, but it's no C. So kind of premature, but just so we can get an
Hey,
idea.
before go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say before you do your fibs,
Oh, go ahead.
what I was looking at was
Go ahead.
right where you had that red line on the 50. I
Mm-hmm.
was looking at it bouncing off of that 740 because if you go over where the gap is,
Off 740.
yeah, now go over where the gap is. Keep
Right here.
going, keep going.
I've been seeing
Oh,
that too.
Yeah,
right here.
keep going.
This gap.
No, keep going though.
Oh,
Right there, right there. That
this one.
candle up there. Go up, go up, go up. That candle, yeah, that one right there.
This
I was
can.
basing. I end up looking at it as a head and shoulders, and that was my first shoulder.
This one.
Yes, and then
The head is here.
the high point there, that was the head, and
Okay.
then where we are now is forming the second shoulder. So I was looking for rejection at the 740. If we
Mm-hmm.
don't get if we don't go past that 740, then to the downside, kind of like your M. But what I should have did was got out today at the 740 because that's what I was least. I just got out too early.
You
That's
was in
what
a
I was
call or
looking at.
put?
I was in a call,
Oh, yeah.
but
Okay.
I see that it was gonna have potential to reverse, so I was gonna get out at the 740, and then if it dropped back on the 700 with the head and shoulders formation, re-enter at 6 something.
At 6 something. Okay. Well, it broke out the trend line. So let me just draw like a regular trend line. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody, so like here, right? Yeah, something like that, right? So the trend line would go from structure point to the lower high. It broke out, right? Which means, and it failed to go lower twice. Didn't come back down here. So I see what you're saying about the head and shoulders. That's why I was like, okay, and like the neckline, right? Would probably be
Yeah,
somewhere.
retesting that neckline. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what I was looking for.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. However, it did cross back here, bearish, right? So you have to wait because it looking like it's pulling up. So and broke out the trend line. That's what you got to pay attention to, right? We just looking at facts, looking at what happened, right? So because it broke out the trend line and it made a low to a high, that is A and B, right? The lower high was here. It failed to go higher. Then it made a higher low, failed to go lower. So it pushed back up. Fails to go higher, it's going to push back down, higher low, failure to go lower, and then could go back up here. Like a swing high. Yep. So since it broke out the trend line, I will be focused on bullish sentiment based off of market structure strictly, right? Based off of what we see, because the downtrend, it went down, but it failed to go to this demand point. Now, that's not saying like it can't come back down here to retest this demand, because as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, actually 5 times it tried and it failed. So, which means that it could want to try to go up. So now that it broke out of that trend line, the trend is starting to shift because it's been dropping since September 19th, right? Came down here on the 6th and then making this little mini double bottom here, and we could possibly push back up. So, and that's why I was like, okay, draw the fib. Now, the high could go higher. It's just that's what popped up today. Yeah, that's today's candle. Yep. Yeah, the 23rd. So the high could go higher. So that's a possibility as well. But as of right this minute, yeah, looking bullish because it popped out the trend line. No, I don't see a lower high in here. It just popped out and it rejected demand 5 times. It rejected supply twice. And yep. And the head and shoulder thing, I think it just went down, but it failed to go lower. Does that make sense? No?
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah. Making sure. All right. So now I'm gonna redraw up that fib and print it.
I've been killing it with your fib settings too. They be working.
Period. You see what I'm saying? I got it from Swaggy, so I didn't do it. Shout out to Swaggy. The fib is bomb, right? I mean, if you use it correctly, A, B, C, D, E, that's why I love it. Plus, it helps you understand market structure to the T. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, for this thing, I'm gonna cut this off. Off. Okay. Boom. Don't do that. Oh, and